Today we are covering Microsoft Information Protection Administrator SC-400. To find the complete list of questions and answers, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. If you like this content, do like, share and subscribe to this channel. Question is, you have a Microsoft 365 tenant that uses trainable classifiers. You are creating a custom trainable classifier. You collect 300 sample file types from various geographical locations to use as seed content. Some of the file samples are encrypted. You organize the files into categories as shown in the following table. Please see the table. Which file categories can be used as seed content? Option A, Category 2, Category 3 and Category 5 only. Option B, Category 1 and Category 3 only. Option C, Category 4 and Category 6 only. Option D, Category 4 and Category 5 only. Correct answer is Option C. Next question is, you create a data loss prevention DLP policy that meets the following requirements. First, prevents guest users from accessing a sensitive document shared during a Microsoft Teams chat. Second, prevents guest users from accessing a sensitive document stored in a Microsoft Teams channel. Which location should you select for each requirement? To answer, select the appropriate options in the answer area. Now see the answer area. And this is the correct answer. Next question is, you are configuring a data loss prevention DLP policy to report when credit card data is found on a Windows 10 device joined to Azure Active Directory Azure AD. You plan to use information from the policy to restrict the ability to copy the sensitive data to the clipboard. What should you configure in the policy rule? Option A, the incident report. Option B, an action. Option C, user notifications. Option D, user overrides. Correct answer is option D. Next question is, you have a Microsoft 365 E5 tenant. Data loss prevention DLP policies are applied to Exchange email, SharePoint sites, and OneDrive accounts locations. You need to use PowerShell to retrieve a summary of the DLP rule matches from the last 7 days. Which PowerShell module and CMD let should you use? To answer, select the appropriate options in the answer area. See the answer area. And this is the correct answer. Next question is, you plan to implement Microsoft 365 Endpoint Data Loss Prevention Endpoint DLP. You need to identify which end user activities can be audited on the endpoints and which activities can be restricted on the endpoints. What should you identify for each activity? To answer, select the appropriate options in the answer area. Now see the answer area. This is the correct answer. Next question is, you have a Microsoft 365 E5 tenant and the Windows 10 devices shown in the following table. To which devices can you apply Microsoft 365 Endpoint Data Loss Prevention Endpoint DLP settings? Option A, device 1, device 3 and device 4 only. Option B, device 1, device 2, device 3 and device 4. Option C, device 1 and device 2 only. Option D, device 1 and device 3 only. Option E, device 1 only. Correct answer is option C,